Pressing 40-ounce tumblers can be one of the more trickier parts of sublimation. So today I'm testing the HTVRONT A200 auto tumbler heat press to see if it can actually make the process easier when pressing a single 40-ounce tumbler. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Selena and I love to share all the crafty things here on my channel, especially sublimation tutorials. Today I'm walking you through how to press a single 40-ounce tumbler using the HTVRONT A200 auto tumbler heat press, including my setup, the pressing process, and how this compares to how I normally press my 40-ounce tumblers. Before we get started, I do want to mention that HTVRONT did send me this machine to try out, but all opinions in this video are that of my own. Let's jump in. I am going to show you how to install the 40-ounce attachment onto your press. Okay, so it's pretty easy to remove the one that it already has inserted into it, which is for the various other drink sizes, excluding 40-ounce tumblers. And so you just pull this orange lever here. Just make sure that it's not hot. I haven't turned on my heat press just yet, but if you do handle this while it's hot, just make sure you're wearing heat gloves. So I'm gonna remove this one and I'm gonna grab my 40-ounce attachment, and you know it's the correct one because it has this little 40-ounce shaped tumbler down here. So you'll want to line up the rails. It has a rail system for you to be able to easily insert both attachment sizes. And so you're going to align these rails here with the rails that are inside of the press. And you will need to kind of open your attachment just a little bit until you get your rails aligned, where your attachment rails are sitting on the machine rails. And then you're just going to push it all the way until you hear a click. Okay, and it is that simple. Oop. One thing I don't like about silicone is how dirty it gets. So just be careful not to drop it on the floor because it is going to get dirty and it's going to be kind of hard to wipe it off without having to go wash it. So just be cautious of that. If you buy the kit, it does come with a 40-ounce tumbler for you to try out with the machine. However, I'm going to give this a shot with the tumblers I actually use for my orders, which I'll link in the description below. They're from Amazon. They're the best quality that I have been able to find. And honestly, the only ones that I've been able to find without that rim, that metal rim at the top. Let's go ahead and prep this. I'm going to remove my lid and I'm going to remove my handle. And I am using my little mini drill that I got from Walmart, which I'll link in the description below as well. And I use this on the very bottom screw to remove that one. And I know sometimes it can be difficult to remove this screw that's on the inside because I have personally scratched up my tumblers trying to use this directly, or like a screwdriver can take a long time. So I have found this 90-degree little attachment that goes onto my mini drill, which is also sold at Walmart, that makes this a much smoother process. And I always put my finger behind this part that I'm going to put on the inside of the tumbler just to protect the tumbler from scratching. And then remove my handle. And before I wrap my tumbler with my sublimation wrap, I'm going to use a microfiber towel and some 70% alcohol to wipe away any sort of oils on the surface of my tumbler, which can impact your design from adhering completely and can lead to some ghosting and spotting. So I'm just going to give that a nice wipe. And you want this to dry completely before putting your wrap onto the tumbler because the alcohol can actually eat away at your sublimation ink. So just make sure that this is fully dry before we go to the next step. And then as an extra precautionary measure as well, this is just something that I personally do. I use a air duster to blow off my tumbler to get rid of any debris. Don't judge her. She has been through it. I have had this thing for years, but it still works perfectly fine. So I'm just going to dust off my tumbler, so any sort of debris or lint that may have transferred from that microfiber cloth will be blown away with this. And then I always just do a spot check just to make sure there are no debris or any sort of lint on the surface of my tumbler, because when you put your wrap on it, it can actually transfer into the design and show like a black spot or a missing spot or something like that. I also blow off my design. And I print all of my sublimation designs with my SureColor F170 by Epson. Don't be afraid if it looks dull. That's because sublimation, when you print it, it looks dull initially, but it will brighten up once we press it. Just make sure that you always measure your tumblers before you print your design, because sometimes these tumblers may be from the same manufacturer, but sometimes the measurements can change from here and there. So just make sure you always measure. And due to the limitations of my printer, it can only print up to letter size, so there's only so big that I can print for my designs. However, this is how I usually do all of my tumblers that I sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it. And this is supposed to be more seamless towards the top, which I am curious to see how the HTVRONT is going to handle this. I'm going to use my Pinch Perfect to put my tumbler onto. If you do sublimation, you know one of the hardest things is getting a very tight wrap around your tumbler. That's one of the most important things, and sometimes just using your fingers will not always give you the best tight fit. So I love my Pinch Perfect to help me. Then I'm going to unlatch my Pinch Perfect and just finish taping along the seams here. And then I just make sure that everything is completely flat against my tumbler. Wrap the bottom completely, and then I'm going to wrap my top. Okay, now we're gonna do the bottom, and then I'm gonna pull these together and tape. Just continue holding it as tight as I possibly can. And then I'm going to wrap the top, and I'm gonna wrap the bottom just like I did the top of the tumbler. Okay, and you are also going to put the silicone wrap around your tumbler, and I just make sure that it is as in the middle as possible, covering my actual design at the top. And now we're gonna go ahead and power on our tumbler press. There are presets on here that they recommend for different tumbler sizes. When you download the user manual, it'll tell you A, B, C, or D, and which one it recommends for which tumbler. For 40-ounce tumblers, it does recommend option D. So I'm gonna press that little setting button here, and I'm going to change it all the way to mode D for my 40-ounce. Do have my heat gloves on. So based on the picture there, I'm going to ensure that my bottom part is facing this way and my top part is this way. So this is how I'm going to load it. And I put my tumbler in the middle. I make sure I take a peek here, and then I'll hit the green ready button. And now we just wait. Go ahead and take it out. I am a little concerned about my bottom pressing completely around, just because when it was in the press, it wasn't pressing entirely on this spot. So let's see how the top turned out. Okay, and the top turned out okay. There is some ghosting at the top, a little bit here. But for the most part, it did give me a full wrap. It did kind of chip my tumbler, but the bottom part did not turn out very well. And I'm just gonna show you. And it did pretty good, don't get me wrong. It was pretty close. Just had a little bit of ghosting here. Overall, it did a decent job, but it just has some ghosting here and a little bit of ghosting at the top as well. So in my opinion, it may not be the best for like full wraps if you're going all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom of the tumbler and all the way to the middle. I mean, some people might think this is perfect. I'm a big perfectionist, so I want it to be flawless when it comes to my orders. If it's for your hobby and things like that, it's a great crafting machine, but on a business scale, I won't be using this for my wholesale orders. When it comes to full wraps, it's not up to my scale, up to my standards. So I will probably still be using my oven. But I do want to go ahead and show you what a non-full wrap one might look like. All right. The top turned out really well. And even though I didn't go all the way to the middle here, I do see a slight bit ghosting on this element here, but you can't really tell. I normally go all the way up to the seam, especially on the bottom, but I didn't feel like I'd be able to do that, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have had ghosting just as I did the other tumbler. But if you do this kind of design, it works. It gets the job done. It's vibrant, it's cute, just not liking that little ghosting there, so you just have to be very particular where you put your design and how you put it into the press, but it does get the job done. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, 40-ounce tumblers are one of the more difficult parts of sublimation, and it honestly depends on the type of design that you do as well. If you do a full wrap or a seamless design top to bottom of your tumbler, it's kind of hard to achieve that without having an oven. I've tried numerous different 40-ounce heat presses, and just honestly nothing compares to my oven. So I will probably be sticking to my oven for any sort of seamless things like that, just with the results that we did achieve with this tumbler. Now, if you do more designs that are less full wrap top to bottom and are just more in the middle, which is the best pressure point for these types of machines, it is definitely doable. You'll get a nice vibrant result. You just want to make sure that you stay in the main pressure zone of your heat press, and anything near that handle is going to give you some ghosting issues, just based on my experience. And if you're new to sublimation or just getting into 40-ounce tumblers, don't worry, stuff like this is totally normal. That's why I like to give it a shot firsthand to share with you guys to see what would work best for you. Adjusting your design or changing the course doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It could just be the method that you're using or the machine that you're using. Now, don't get me wrong, overall it does work, and if you're more of a hobbyist or crafter, this may be perfect for you. However, as a small business owner, I just don't feel comfortable using this machine for my own orders. Maybe if I had something like this for my wrap, but as I mentioned, I like to get a little closer on even the bottom here, which I don't see as possible with this machine, unfortunately. So I will be sticking to my oven for my 40-ounce tumblers, which I do have a couple videos on my YouTube channel. If you're interested, take a look at those. This press is designed to work from sizes 10 ounces to 40 ounces. So if there's another size that you're wanting to see with this heat press, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make a video to share with you guys to see if that is possible as well. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And please be sure to check out my other sublimation tutorials on my channel, and let me know if you need any help in the comments with anything specific. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, happy crafting.